Hello there. It's time to prove that the diagonals of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. Start by drawing a picture of an isosceles trapezoid. Now, some of the things we know about an isosceles trapezoid are that these lines are parallel, AB is going to be the same length as CD, and this angle down here, A, that is the same measurement as that angle down there at D. Now I've drawn in the first diagonal. This second diagonal, however, B to D, that is going to intersect the other diagonal, and the triangles I'm going to want actually overlap with each other. So to make life a little bit easier for myself, I'm going to copy this picture. Now on this one, instead of the diagonal AC being bold, I'm going to have the other one, BD, be the one that's active. And now I need to show that these blue lines are congruent to each other, so they got to be part of triangles. On the left, this yellow triangle is a good candidate for me because it uses that angle down there that I know. I don't actually know this one up here. Well, actually, I suppose I do, but I'm going to use the one down here, the one that's labeled. I'm going off of the labels on my picture. So that yellow one has to be congruent to the pink one. Well, actually, that's what we want to go about showing, but we do have enough information for that, because I know that this length CD is congruent to this length BA. So that's my first side. CD congruent to BA by definition of an isosceles trapezoid. Got a little bit messy in there. The next thing, then I go around in this circle, is this angle D matches with the angle A, so I have those angles. Now the last thing is that this length AD, that of course is the same as this length AD. So I suppose this one's a little bit tricky. When I go in this order, this side, angle, side, this direction I'm going D to A, and on this triangle I'm going here, the angle, and then I'm going A to D. And I list that out here. DA is congruent to AD, and that's true. I can flip the order by this reflexive property. So I got side, angle, side. Build the flowchart. Now it doesn't matter which order I put the first triangle in, but to give myself a little bit of clarity, I'm going to start up here at C, go to D, and go to A. So that's my path. And I need the same path in this pink triangle over here. I got to go BAD. And then we justify it, and that's this information all over here, side, angle, side. So what we wanted to show were that the diagonals are congruent. The diagonals, those are the blue lines inside the shape, this one and this one. So AC is going to be congruent to, now notice I'm going A to C, so last to first, that's going to be congruent to DB. AC, this corner one up there, the corner one D up to B. And then we have to justify why AC is congruent to DB. Well, we showed that the yellow triangle is congruent to the pink triangle, and AC is congruent to DB because they are the corresponding parts of these congruent triangles, so they must be congruent. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. And we set out to prove what we needed to prove. Thanks for watching. Character and Scholarship for Life.